Hi, welcome to Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. I'm Jez.
And I'm Jill.
And on the first Saturday of every month, Jill and I do some live crafting over on our Facebook group, Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. So if you'd like to join us, then go and look for the group on Facebook, Come Crafting with Jill and Jez, and you can do exactly that. This month, the theme is birthdays. So we've both made birthday cards. I have used Flower of Friendship and Happiest of Birthdays. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. So I made this card, and sort of looking at it, it's quite a similar design layout, obviously different shape and not used dies to the card you've just made.
Yeah.
Ish. So I've done a square card, and I've used this paper, which is a host set. You get masses. You get 48 pages, but you get it with host rewards, and so you can't buy it. And so I've just, for ease of showing you what's in it, obviously I've used the other half of that. You get these 12 designs. So we've got Pool Party, and we've got Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Misty Moonlight, Pale Papaya, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and White.
There's other colours in it as well that they don't list, isn't there? Because there's Mango Melody in it as well, definitely.
Yeah.
And I don't think they list that colour.
No, and Bermuda Bay, that's not listed, but that's definitely Bermuda Bay, isn't it?
I think there's nearly every colour in it.
Yeah. So some of them I like more than others. Like, I'm not too keen on that one, not too keen on that one. Love this one.
Yeah.
Not too keen. And this, I saw somebody
matches the embossing folder.
Use it with an embossing folder in it.
Well, it matches the embossing folder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same pattern as our. Where is it?
Yeah, which is amazing. So it makes it look like really expensive wallpaper or fabric.
There's the embossing folder that is exactly the same as that paper.
Yeah, which is just cool. Yes, so that's one. So they embossed this with that. It was incredible.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's just all these lovely black and white patterns, which I love a bit of black and white.
I do. It's
just so versatile. You can ink it up, and basically it's free as well, which is even better.
It's free if you spend £170.
Yeah, you have to spend £170.
If you spent £170 from the beginning of August, you'd also get, oh, my maths is not good, how many? You get 3 free celebration things.
Oh, yeah.
As well. You'd get 3 free stamp sets or other sets of designer series paper as well. And the designer series paper in the new celebration is fab.
So I'm going to do this one with the coloured side. I was going to do 2 cards, but I think I'd be ambitious to do 2, because I was going to do one showing how this lovely tidings of Christmas could be not Christmas, and I was going to do one in this, but I think that'd be pushing it. We're just going to concentrate on the one. So using
I will need to get the folder then, Anna is saying.
Yeah. So I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, just so it looks completely different, and I'll just show you how you get a square card. So it's not quite 6 by 6, because our paper is 11 3/4, and if you're using 8.5 by 11 paper, then you would cut this at 5.5, but us in the UK, we cut it at 5 7/8. So if you cut this on the short side at 5 7/8, then you can score it at 5 7/8, and you've got yourself a little square card.
See, you get the best of both worlds with me and Jez, because with me you get centimetres and with Jez you get inches.
You do. Yeah, that's why we work so well together. So if your cardstock was 8.5 by 11, then you'd obviously cut at 5.5 and score at 5.5, and you'd have a 5.5 square card. So that's how we get our card base there. This way you only get one out of a sheet of cardstock. So now we want to cut this. I like to cut mine, I cut mine 1/4 of an inch shorter, so you get an 1/8 of an inch border. So if that was 5 7/8, we're going to cut it down to 5 5/8.
Oh, Penny's saying she appreciates hearing the inches.
Good.
I do usually try and say on my videos the inches as well, but I generally work in centimetres.
I only say inches. And then you've got a little strip there, which is what I used on the inside of the card to decorate.
Yeah,
the inside.
That's all you need inside there. Just bring it through.
So I'm going to leave that to one side. So that goes on there. So now we need some white. So we need a white bit for the middle. So again, I cut that the same size as that. So we're going 5 5/8. That's come off its runner. And 5 5/8. So that's my little strip for the inside, and that's what that's going to stick onto, and it's the perfect size because I cut it off that. So that's the inside already. So it's quite a quick card. This I'm going to get another bit of white because I'm stamping this stamp, which is from the happiest of birthdays. And can you believe I've only just bought it?
Oh really? I wasn't sure you had that set because I've had it for ages. I love it. In fact, I haven't used it for ages. I must get it out again.
Yeah, I love it, but I have not used it. So now what I can't remember is, I mean, I have used it. I've only just bought it. So what size did I cut this? Because I forgot. So,
well, Anthony is saying whoever started using fractions in measurements needs a damn good talking to.
So I cut this. So I cut that outside bit's 4 by 4. So this is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and this isn't quite big enough. So I'll get another sheet out. So 3 3/4 by 3 3/4.
What would you do without a trimmer?
I know, I love my trimmer. Yeah, I've done it right. And so then I need a bit of Flirty Flamingo 4 by 4. I don't think that scrap's going to work, is it? No, Jess, it's not. Now you could, I'm not going to, but you could gut this if you wanted to. Take a bit out the middle. I sometimes do that. Sometimes I use a die and just sort of die cut something out there.
It's going to be covered
but I'm
up
not
anyway.
going to because there's 48 sheets in the pack. So I don't need it. So that's that bit ready.
That's pretty. I didn't really like that paper at first, but that looks really pretty. No, we posted it up.
I've got somebody in mind for this card who likes pink, whose birthday's not very far away. So that was kind of why I thought I'd use this, because otherwise I would use the back side. So Flirty Flamingo ink, which, can you believe, well, everything's in hand reach. I've got my craft room set up basically, so I don't have to move.
Yeah, me too.
It's here and it's
me too.
It's all around me.
I love all these people with these huge craft rooms where they've got all their shelves behind them stashed with stuff, but I think I would have to get up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be having that. I like it just here.
I just reach across, grab whatever I need.
So I'm going to just put that in the middle. Hope it straight. Can't quite see. There we go. That's fine. Oh, I'll keep that out. And now I want to do these flowers. So I've already mounted the flowers and the leaves. So you've got a punch. So it's another stamp set and a punch, because that's what we love. And I've set it up on my block so that I can stamp them once and cut it all out. And when I did this, it was then, was it the next day I saw that Jill had done a video on how to do this, or you put it on your blog. And it was like, what are we like? Just so I'm putting the last one on. So if you've watched Jill, then you'll know. So I punch this out and then use it like as a template so that we know.
You have to turn it over. Turn it over once you've punched it out.
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong.
No, I wrote on mine.
I
wrote on mine, I think, although I can't see it because it's
you
black.
Punch it and then turn it over.
So this actually fell off. It wasn't my intention to show you how to do it. What I had to find was I had to trim a bit. If you put them one way, you had to. I found I didn't with one way. Anthony's saying he bought this set for the sentiments because it's such an amazing font. They are nice. They are nice.
And they're mostly thank yous, aren't they? Which is good. I quite like a nice thank you.
I really like the little card, big thanks one. I've used that a lot. Yeah. And the many thanks from all of us is only okay if there's more than one of you saying thank you.
Yeah.
But yes, I totally agree. Will that fit on there? No, I'll do it on this one. Gives me a little bit more room. So ink it up and then we can stamp it down. As you can see, I've been too lazy and I haven't put my back-ins on the flowers yet.
No, I haven't put them on mine. I very rarely do, actually.
I do because especially if it's sentiments, I want to know it's the right way up. And so now I've done a Jill.
You have to copy.
I know. I don't copy you at all. We just like think about it, don't we?
I know.
It's just crazy. When I saw that you've done that, I just thought, what are you like? And we're going to do it on a live with you as well. So this is what I do. So I've got an old stamp and seal. And when I put it the right way out, I stick a bit of that.
Penny is saying, I've done a Jill in exclamation marks, in quotation marks. Going to become a thing now. I've done a Jill.
Yeah. So now I've got a little handle. I just find that easier than post-it notes, and you haven't got that problem that Jill had of the post-it note not going in right. So now that's lined up nicely, and you can just punch them all out together.
And if you're going to colour them, I would say colour them before you punch them out, because they're quite fiddly to colour and keep.
Oh yeah, when they're just a little. I'm not colouring them.
No, you're not colouring yours,
but that's a good tip there, Jill. Good tip. So that's my little flowers. So I am just going to curl them a bit, and you can do it with a bone folder, or I like to take my little spongy mat. These are the ones out of the caddy for the ink blocks. I have one of these. It's not essential, but just saves a bit of time. Gives it a bit of curl. And so you can use your bone folder.
Anthony is saying he says he's done a Jill whenever he uses a toothpick to smooth his glue out.
Yes.
The Chapman method. That's only because I'm a quiller and we use toothpicks and glue all the time.
Yeah.
As a quiller, because one of the really bad things about quilling is if you can see loads of glue marks, if you're doing competitions or anything, you get really marked down badly if you can see any glue marks. So you have to use the tiniest amounts of glue. I've
tried the toothpick and I just find it very long and laborious, and I find I'm better with my little glue pot.
But I smooth it out with the glue, but even when I use my fine tip glue.
I've seen you do that.
Yeah, I just certain things I do a certain way. Too old to learn new tricks, I'm afraid.
Well, I think if you find the way that works for you, even if it is.
What was the tool you used on the flowers? Penny's asking.
It's the. I'm just concentrating because I've mucked this up. They're just little
Tombow wiggle room,
but it didn't work. So I bought a set of these, and they've got balls on each end of different sizes, and you can use them. You can use them for shaping flowers. They were dirt cheap, Amazon.
What are they
I mean,
called?
I don't know. I think they're just flower molders or something. I can't remember. If I'll have a look on my Amazon and I'll post them in the group. I usually use the end of my the old pick tool, pokey tool, paper piercer. That's what Stabbing Up call it as well. So the end of that's really good. That does the same thing. But then when I saw somebody using these, and it's quite handy to have the different sizes.
Yeah.
And
I've got an embossing tool with a bigger ball on, so that's my biggest one. It's not as big as yours, but that works well for flowers.
It was only about £5, and I thought, oh, I'll take a punt for a £5. And yeah, they're good. They're good. I like them. So let's get the paper down. How am I doing for time?
It's 2:43.
Oh, that's all right then.
You're all right. You've got time to do your second one.
Maybe. We'll see. So that goes on there like so. Topper on. So nice quick card.
Yeah, well, that sentiment is great because it's just the focus of the card, isn't it? You don't have to colour it or anything.
No, that's right.
I mean, I've made it with, instead of DSP at the back, I've stamped a pattern at the back. And it's just so easy. It's really nice.
I've got projects coming out on Tuesday in my blog hop, using this, and I did something special in the background. That's the whole point of the blog. And that video is coming out later. I can't remember when that's coming out. So that's that. Is that straight? No, Jez. It's so not straight, but it's done. As my niece would say, that one's for the student. Oh dear. It's because I'm not standing up.
No. If you hadn't pointed it out, we wouldn't have noticed.
No. So I'm just gonna use my grid map to help me see where to put.
Oh, it looks all right from America. Penny.
Oh, good, good. Well, that's the other thing. It's a handmade card, isn't it? So it's unique. Got a little bit of glue on the outside of that.
Actually, the happy birthday on my first tortoise card wasn't absolutely straight, and it's a bit lopsided, too much towards one side as well. But I chose not to point that out when I was doing my considering I was still making my prototype at about 1:15 before we came on camera.
I made my prototype at the team event.
Oh.
And I was going to do a video just on that, and then I thought, oh well, let's do it for Jill and Jez. Then I don't have to think of another one. So that's that. So then we're going to put our flowers on. So I'm going to stick a leaf on the back there, so a bit tombow. That was, I'll stick my tombow in my mouth. I hold the bottle.
How fun you two must be together.
Yeah. Sadly, that hasn't happened for a long time.
No, we haven't seen each other for about 2 years in the flesh, have we?
No.
That was a long time. I can't remember. Oh, you didn't. The last live Stampin' Up event I did was Michelle Last ran a day in February 2020.
Yeah. I didn't go to that one because I was going for a weekend to Butlins, and then I was off to Fuerteventura, and I was like, it's too much travelling.
Yeah. So
it
must have been the November before then, on stage.
Yeah.
We saw it.
No, we didn't go because it was in Dusseldorf.
Oh no.
So it was a September Pootler weekend, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Can't wait for some events to start, live in-person events again.
Absolutely. So that's that. Now on this one, I put some black gems.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of the flowers. Where But on this one, I'm going to use my Flirty Flamingo blend and do what I do most with blends.
Yeah.
Do this more than colouring.
Colour gems or ribbon?
Yeah, colour gems and ribbon. I've got, is he still in the catalogue? Frosted and clear epoxy droplets, because that would be nice.
Don't know.
Don't know. I'm using them. You could use a pearl, you could use a rhinestone, but I'm using these because we clearly did this in a swap, Jill, and I've clearly only used 2.
Yeah.
So
I'm so glad my my screen was all right this time. I was a bit worried about coming on today and it going all.
Oh yeah, because you were a bit blurry, weren't you?
Yeah, and we didn't. I never got to the bottom of why it went like that. I asked somebody who's really techie, and she couldn't work out why it did. It just seems to be Facebook was being a bit glitchy that day.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just one day; it was another day as well, wasn't it? But
there. So
better today.
I wanted to do this because I wanted one to be bigger and one to be smaller.
Yeah.
And I thought this would do it. But you can use other ones that might be current if they're not. Where's me sticky end? There it is. So then take that off, put the little one in there. And the bigger one in there. And that is the pink version.
Very pretty.
So I do show sort of like the versatility of that.
But you could use
well.
any of our designer series paper to do that card.
You could.
Any
you
paper
could
work. Or like I say, you could stamp a background instead of using DSP, and that layout would work.
Yeah.
So many different ways.
Or you can look at my blog on Tuesday and see another way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Right, it's 10 to 3. You've got 10 minutes if you want to do another.
I won't be able to get that done in 10 minutes.
No.
Because I haven't even cut the cardstock, because I left the cardstock uncut to show you how to do it. I was going to do the 2 in tandem.
Okay, so what were you going to do? Just use Christmas paper but with the birthday message?
Yeah, I was just going to show how you could use, this is Christmas paper, and there are so many papers in that.
Yeah.
That it's good for all year round, I felt, which was one of the reasons why I bought it.
Yeah, that's the paper that's in the
annual.
Catalog,
it's in the annual catalog.
Tidings
of Christmas.
Tidings of Christmas, yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy that. So now if you pop over to Jill's channel, you can see the lovely card that she made. I will put a link down below to make it easier for you to find her, and hopefully you'll join us again next month. Thanks for watching. Bye.